Tesla has changed its mission. CEO Elon Musk has sunk billions into projects like self-driving cars.
The electric car company announced a new version of its original model. Carter Evans talked to Tesla's CEO.
Elon Musk may have just ended the global EV race with Tesla's new Model 2 engine. By removing rare earth magnets, reducing the motor, and syncing every part for top performance, Tesla engineers have unlocked a new level of efficiency and power. The Model 2 powertrain is compact, powerful, and incredibly efficient, delivering longer range, smoother performance, and cuts to the production costs. So how did Tesla pull off such a breakthrough? And how will this affect the fight for EV dominance? Join us as we break down the game-changing tech behind Tesla's latest engine.
Elon Musk joins us. He is the CEO of Tesla Motors. His electric cars reached a milestone this weekend. 2 Teslas drove from Los Angeles to New York in 76 hours.
Tesla's next-generation Model 2 engine. In a bold display of ingenuity, Tesla has developed the Model 2 EV engine. We're not talking about adjustments to existing designs, no. Tesla rebuilt the entire idea of what makes an electric vehicle move. At the heart of this innovation is a brand new powertrain that's now making the older systems look bulky, expensive, and outdated. The initial goal was to cut costs, and Tesla ended up slashing drivetrain production expenses by more than half. As if that wasn't enough, they redesigned the whole structure to make manufacturing faster, use fewer materials, and eliminate unnecessary steps. The result? A new drivetrain that costs Tesla far less to make and lets them provide their cars at prices competitors can never match. According to sources close to the project, the new electric motor is compact and insanely efficient, and it performs better while using far fewer resources. That's a big deal. It's what makes Tesla's next generation of vehicles not only faster and smoother, but also cheaper to build and maintain. But that is not even the best part of the story. Stay tuned as we reveal what makes the new engine the king of EV world. For starters, the new engine doesn't use any rare earth metals. You already know that most electric vehicles depend on rare earths to power their motors.
The headlines about electric cars have been gloomy lately.
However, mining those materials actually comes with high costs for the environment. With the Tesla Model 2, the world can finally welcome an EV engine produced with no damage to the environment. Sources confirmed that Tesla engineers managed to produce a permanent magnet motor that works without those hard-to-source elements. That also means Tesla will enjoy a stable supply chain while mass-producing cheap and reliable motors. It's one of the reasons Tesla can push prices down without cutting corners. Another smart upgrade is the switch to a 48-volt system, which changes everything about how wiring works in the car. Older cars use 12-volt systems, and that means lots of thick wiring running through the vehicle. With 48 volts, Tesla can use thinner wires, which means less copper, less weight, and more space. According to experts, this will also help with cooling and improve energy efficiency across the board. It's not something the average person notices when they sit in the car, but it can radically improve vehicle performance and lifespan. That new motor also works closely with the structural battery pack that sits at the base of the car. Instead of placing batteries as separate units, Tesla made the battery part of the car's actual structure. The drivetrain fits into this new layout perfectly, giving the vehicle better balance, more strength, and a lower center of gravity. It's a tight, smart design where every part supports the others.
The world needs cheaper EVs, but Tesla has historically been the only automaker outside China.
Now, this is not just about saving space. It is the birth of lighter, stronger, and safer electric cars. It is important to mention that the new powertrain also works seamlessly with Tesla's single-piece rear and front castings. You see, before, cars were built from hundreds of parts welded together. Now Tesla builds large sections of the car in one piece using gigacasting. That means Tesla cars will become simpler to assemble, and the new engine will enjoy a cleaner space to operate within. Aside from that, it also cuts down on factory time, which means more cars built, faster, and for less money. When Tesla revealed all of this at its investor day, the industry didn't see it coming. Many were focused on what the new car might look like. But the real surprise was underneath. It was this full-stack redesign that nobody expected to be so complete or so far ahead. This new engine is also much more efficient. It gets more power out of each kilowatt-hour of energy, which means better range without the need for a bigger battery. That helps Tesla deliver longer-lasting cars that charge less often and go further. Older motors needed more electricity to give the same results. Tesla's new one squeezes out better performance using less. What's even more impressive is the cost. Tesla has designed this new motor so it can be built for under $1,000. That number would have sounded impossible just a few years ago. But with smarter materials, fewer components, and highly automated manufacturing, Tesla pulled it off. This cost saving is one of the key reasons they can soon launch a truly affordable electric car, something most other companies are still struggling to figure out. That is not all. Even as other EV makers try to catch up, the gap keeps growing. Most are still building EVs on platforms that were originally designed for gas cars. Others are scrambling to find rare earths or bring down costs, while Tesla already moved past those problems. But what happens when that motor, that battery pack, and that manufacturing method come together into a vehicle that's ready for millions of people? Stick around because that's where the story picks up next. 4,680 battery and Tesla's Model 2 engine. The full potential of the Tesla Model 2 engine can only be unleashed with the new 4680 battery. This in-house innovation doesn't sit on the side of the project. It powers the core of it. Every gain in range, cost, and performance of the engine is tied to what this battery can do. The new motor is faster and more efficient, but without this battery, it wouldn't deliver the numbers that make it truly disruptive. The 4680 cell looks simple from the outside, but inside, it holds more energy in a smaller space. This gives Tesla's new engine the juice it needs without adding weight or bulk. That matters when you are trying to build something lighter, faster, and more affordable. Because of its higher energy density, fewer cells are needed to go the same distance. That means fewer materials, fewer connections, and fewer parts, exactly the kind of simplification that fits right into the way Tesla is rebuilding the EV engine from the ground up. And while everyone talks about range, another thing that Tesla did was stretch the distance without enlarging the battery pack. That is critical for the Model 2, which is designed to be smaller and more budget-friendly. Tesla engineers believe that a heavier car would cancel out the gains from the new motor. But thanks to this battery, they avoided that trade-off. Another important innovation is the way the battery sits inside the car. The Model 2 EV engine and its new drivetrain are all built to sit within a chassis that is the battery. This design doesn't just save space, it creates a solid foundation for better handling and safety.
The company announced a new technology claiming it can charge an electric vehicle almost as quickly.
The battery strengthens the frame, spreads out the weight, and gives the powertrain the perfect platform to deliver smooth, efficient motion. The motor, the electronics, and the wiring are all built around it. Tesla didn't just stop at performance. On the materials side, they cut cobalt out of the picture as much as possible. That makes the 4680 more ethical, more stable in supply, and more affordable. Every rare material removed from the battery is one more reason the new powertrain stays cheap to build and easier to scale globally. It fits with Tesla's goal of making a car that can be sold anywhere at a price that works for everyday people. But just when we thought tot was all, Tesla came up with another feature that will leave you speechless. Tesla also made sure these cells can be built quickly. Using dry coating for the electrodes, they cut out a slow and waste-heavy step in the old process. This dry coating method means more cells are made in less time, and the production line takes up less space. It is this kind of innovation that keeps the factory footprint small while output stays high. That directly supports Tesla's plan to pump out millions of Model 2s at high speed and low cost. The charging speed and lifespan also got a major upgrade. Since the Model 2 is built for people who might not have home charging, the faster a battery can charge, the more usable the car becomes. The 4680 supports high-speed charging while lasting longer than older cell types. This means the engine gets steady and reliable power for years, without a drop in performance or repeated visits for maintenance. For Tesla, that is key to keeping costs low after purchase, not just at the showroom. It all works because Tesla controls everything. They don't just design the powertrain. They own the materials, the cell factories, and the pack assembly. This vertical integration makes it possible to sell a car like the Model 2 at a fraction of the normal cost. Remember that other automakers have to wait for suppliers, but Tesla just builds. The battery is no longer an outsourced component. It is a fully integrated part of the engine system. It is the power in the powertrain. And if you're wondering what Tesla competitors are doing across the ocean, well, companies like KTL and BYD are racing to catch up. They have made real progress with cheaper battery chemistries and solid-state designs. But Tesla's early lead with the 4680 and its tight grip on supply lines means others are still following. And while those companies may try to compete on battery price alone, they are still missing the bigger picture. Tesla didn't just make a better battery. They made a better system, motor, battery, structure, and electronics, all designed to work as one. And that system is what is coming together now inside the Model 2. That is where engineering meets ambition. While the battery gives the Tesla Model 2 its stamina, the real weapon that's rewriting the EV playbook is the new motor buried inside its frame. That leads us to the Tesla Permanent Magnet Electric Engine. And that is exactly where we're headed now. Keep watching. Tesla's Permanent Magnet Electric Motor. We mentioned earlier that the Model 2 is not just an engine upgrade. Tesla stripped the old design down to its bones and built something entirely different from what the rest of the auto industry was doing.
Tesla's going to go for 4 days higher today. It's up 17% since Friday.
At the core of this transformation is a magnetic rotor system so advanced that engineers are calling it the next 10-year leap in electric propulsion. Before now, EV makers have relied heavily on rare earth magnets to generate the kind of torque and power needed for smooth acceleration. Tesla flipped the script. They managed to completely eliminate rare earth materials while still increasing torque. That may sound impossible, but the results speak for themselves. Tesla's engineers rethought the magnetic design in a way that allowed for strong field control and powerful rotation without needing the expensive and environmentally harmful elements used by everyone else. Apart from its impacts on the planet, it also stabilizes supply and locks in pricing, which is vital for scaling production. But torque is only half the story. The stator, the part that holds the coils in an electric motor, was also re-engineered from scratch. Tesla redesigned the winding pattern to allow better current flow, improving the flow of energy through the system. This change alone made it possible to deliver more power with less heat and fewer losses. It also makes the motor easier to cool, which is critical in performance scenarios, and extends the motor's life significantly. There is another problem they tried to solve. It is called the high revolutions per hour challenge. Electric motors spin fast, and at those speeds, structural integrity becomes a major issue. To fix this, Tesla surrounded the rotor in a carbon sleeve that holds everything tightly in place even when the motor is under extreme load. That means the new motor can spin faster and harder without wobble or breakdown. The carbon composite is incredibly light, which means Tesla was able to shrink the motor's weight even as they were increasing its output. That reduction in weight matters more than people realize. Most EV motors are heavy blocks because they depend on a mix of heavy metals and layered components. Tesla's new motor does the same job, better in fact, with a fraction of the mass. This may sound shocking, but what others need 30 kilograms to achieve, Tesla now does with just 10. That is not an exaggeration. It is a result of removing unnecessary bulk and using materials smarter. Less mass means less drag, quicker response, and ultimately, a more agile car. And that agility is powered by more than just the motor. In another incredible move, Tesla revamped the inverter, which is the brain that tells the motor what to do and when. In the new engine, the inverter is not just more efficient, it is synchronized perfectly with the motor. That timing means that every flicker of electricity goes directly into motion without delay or waste. It allows for smoother transitions, faster acceleration, and more control at both high and low speeds. While all these sound good, what engineers found during real-world testing is even more surprising. The driver does not feel the difference in code or wiring. They feel it when they press the pedal, and the car responds instantly. Compared to older motors, Tesla's new unit draws less battery power to get up to speed. It does not just rely on brute force. It delivers smart, calibrated power that moves the car efficiently, even in stop-and-go city driving or long highway stretches. Now, if you put this motor next to the power units from other top EV brands, the gap is clear. Lucid may have a sleek design, but their motors are still larger and more complex. BYD, despite their strength in battery tech, are yet to match this kind of integration between motor and inverter. Rivian provides off-road punch, but at the cost of heavy motors and lower efficiency. With the motor now fully revealed, it's easy to see how Tesla is pulling ahead. It's no longer just about who has the flashiest car. The real battle is decided by efficiency. That's where Tesla's new engine changes everything, and next you'll see how most of its rivals are quietly falling behind. Can Tesla rivals catch up with the new engine? With the new engine powering the next generation of Teslas, the game has shifted from raw power to refined efficiency. And no one else is even close. We mentioned earlier that the new Tesla motor is not just strong or lightweight. It is incredibly efficient at turning electrical energy into motion. From the moment energy leaves the battery to the moment the wheels turn, Tesla's new drivetrain loses almost nothing in the process. Engineers call it motor-to-wheel efficiency, and Tesla is now officially the best in class. That means more of the energy you charge into the car actually moves the car, instead of getting lost as heat, vibration, or friction. This improvement is not minor. It is the reason Tesla is dominating efficiency ratings from the Environmental Protection Agency. Across almost every vehicle segment, from compact to crossover, Tesla vehicles consistently sit at the top of the charts.
Tesla's vehicle cost is about 1/7 of Waymo's.
These aren't just test numbers on paper. These are real-world results that reflect how people actually drive. Tesla's new powertrain continues that pattern, pushing even the entry-level Model 2 into a category of efficiency that used to be reserved for high-end, purpose-built EVs. Tesla also has a clear edge on the highway. Most electric vehicles lose efficiency at higher speeds, especially over long distances. But the new Tesla engine holds strong. It delivers the best range per kilowatt-hour at cruising speeds. That's because the drivetrain is built to reduce friction, improve airflow, and respond intelligently to driving conditions. While competitors are draining their batteries faster on the freeway, Tesla just keeps going. This is especially important for drivers in countries where long commutes or road trips are part of daily life. The next revelation will amaze you because it is not just about going forward. Tesla's new motor works hand in hand with regenerative braking to capture energy every time the driver slows down. But this is not the stop-and-go braking system that other EVs still use. The new setup is smoother and smarter. It measures the right amount of braking based on speed, terrain, and battery condition. Instead of wasting energy during deceleration, it sends that power back into the battery with more precision than ever before. It's quiet, controlled, and makes every slowdown an opportunity to extend your trip. Compared side by side with other EVs, the difference is obvious. Brands like BMW and Audi still lose more energy inside their drivetrains. Remember that their motors and gear systems are built on older designs. They also rely more on heavier materials and have less integration between parts. The result is cars that need more energy to travel the same distance. That means shorter range or larger batteries just to keep up. And larger batteries mean heavier cars and higher prices. The truth is, Tesla's new motor is so efficient that it's sending other products out of the EV market. With a motor that delivers range, speed, and reliability, there's no real way others can compete against the new Tesla engine. Thank you for staying with us. Do you think competitors will eventually beat Tesla's latest engine? Share your opinions with us in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, click the following video on your screen and you will enjoy it.